Eom Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the Eom Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorgo Elkanah Mawari. Today on the program, our focus is on the Nigerian economy from the perspective of industry operators. Also on the lineup is a special report on drilling contractors in Nigeria. And on the face-to-face is Lekon Biobaku, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Fengate Insurance Brokers Limited. It's a package you must see. Stay with us. This is Fengate Insurance Brokers Limited, a leading insurance brokerage firm with over 2 decades of experience. We have been providing personalized customer-oriented services to achieve cost-efficient protection solutions. Our practice area cover general insurance, special risk, life assurance and pension consultants, householders and owners, claims services, and many more. Fengate Insurance Brokers Limited, your assured protection. DPKay Homes and Property Limited, easy access to homes and properties ownership, comfort, security, and wealth. DPKay Homes and Property Limited, top-notch and innovative services through the provision of quality and affordable homes, sales and documentation of landed properties, real estate brokerage, legal advice on real estate matters, facilities management, building and construction, and so many more. Come over to DPKay Homes and Property Limited. The effect of disruption in the business environment globally has continued to gain grounds as companies strive to keep up with the swift advance. In line with this development, Director Value Added Services and Innovations, INLAKS Nigeria, Oladimeji Koyejo, spoke on the challenging disruptive competition in the fintech industry in Nigeria.
The challenge we're having today is twofold. The first one is with the startup fintech industry. They are determined to disrupt everything we are currently doing. So we are tracking what the homegrown and also the international startup fintech guys are doing. And of course, our traditional competitors are also trying to move their existing legacy products and legacy solutions from product to the platform. By the platform, I mean, rather than coming here, I'll put the solution where everybody in the world can reach it. So if you say, what is the company doing? We are doing a hybrid. Okay, we have what we call the INLAKS 1.0. INLAKS 1.0 focuses on what we've been doing in the last 3 decades plus that INLAKS has been in existence, and innovating on top of those products and services to make them relevant to the way companies should be running in this age and time.
Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of First Ally Capital, Ebenezer Lufoshe, spoke on the fastest growing investment initiative in town, the First Ally Money Market Fund.
It's a money market fund. It's a fund that invests in investment grade instruments. The product will pay dividends every quarter. So it's like rather than keeping your money in a savings account that is earning little interest, you can earn commercial rates, using this and have your interest distributed to you every 90 days. It's an open-ended fund. The fund will close on May 6th, but beyond that, investors can always come in and invest, and you can always withdraw. We have a minimum initial investment holding period of 90 days. After 90 days, you can withdraw money, you can make incremental investments. So it's like running a current account or running a savings account, but any commercial market, money market rates. The product itself is rated A by I.A.D.C, the topmost company in Nigeria, and it's regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. And we have trustees, RADIS trustees, who will monitor compliance with everything that we say we intend to do. So it's properly structured And given our own track record, the credibility of the people who are behind it, we strongly recommend it as an investment, for all those that are seeking the objectives that are clearly defined. So the minimum investment amount is 5,000 naira.
And that is the EOM Business Network news. Nothing good comes easy, but with Fast Credit, it comes very easy and fast. Fast Credit Limited, an innovative financial firm that gives up to 3 million naira in less than 24 hours. Fast Credit Limited, personal loans, public sector, corporate partnership group loans, mobile payment, fund mobilization, payday loan, SME loans, among other packages with flexible repayment plans. Come over for seamless access to funds and get those financial needs sorted. Fast Credit Limited, get it fast. Faiz Bashar is the Chief Executive Officer of FlexiSAF Edusoft Limited.
FlexiSAF is an ICT company, a software development company that is focused in the education sector. So we provide school management software to help schools improve their processes, improve the learning experiences, and also improve parent-teacher communication. So we've been doing this for about 9 years now, formally, and we've been able to support over 500 schools, primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions across Nigeria. One unique area I think we have in FlexiSAF is our focus. Many ICT companies or software development companies operate more like a consultancy, and they do too many things, education, they do probably e-commerce and other stuff. But for us at FlexiSAF, realizing the importance of education, and the magnitude of providing such services, so we've decided to really focus in that area, and so far so good. Our vision was to improve school process, and learning experience using technology. Having a background in technology and software development, I realized back then that most of our schools, could be improved with the advent of technology. So our vision was really how can we improve the quality of education, right, by improving school processes, which is key in running every school, and making impact in the learning experience for the students, as well as simplifying the learning and the teaching processes for the teachers. So in a summary, our vision is improving the quality of education using technology. We focus in providing school solutions, school software solutions, and we work with schools directly. So we have a cloud-based school management software that schools can subscribe to, and with that software they are able to manage their student and staff records, so information about their enrollment, registration, students' results, the staff information, and also some basic school accounting like school fees collection, their expenditure, and staff payroll. So we provide this school management services as a software, as a service, and schools subscribe to all of this. And for the tertiary institutions, we also do stuff like e-registration, e-transcript, paperless Senate, where the Senate members can have their own Senate meetings and proceedings without having to print a lot of papers and all of that. So you can think of us like ERP for schools. ICT has come to stay. I think you've heard about this, severally, on almost every occasion now. It's obvious that whatever we do now, either it's transportation, communication, education, ICT is very, very key. If you know about the the dot-com bubble burst in the 2000s, in America and other parts of the world. Since then, I think it has never slowed down. So whatever you do, and every modern business, you just have to key in technology to be able to strike very well. Unfortunately for FlexiSAF, we have been a technology company since day one. So we've been trying to remain focused in that area, move with the trends and development of ICT to remain very relevant in the business.
Welcome to a new world of insurance. We are changing our customer service culture, the treatment of claims, the range of products that will protect your family and you, that will secure your business with services you can trust, from people you can trust, from a brand trusted worldwide. Allianz Insurance, now in Nigeria.
Lekan Biobaku is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Fengate Insurance Brokers Limited.
Fengate Insurance Brokers Limited was incorporated in 1994. The same year, we received a license to operate as an insurance broker, and we believe we have had added value to the insurance industry. We have taken care of our clients and customers in the years that we operated. Well, the products in the insurance industry are similar. You probably find the same products being offered by almost all the insurance brokers that are operating in the country. Sometimes it's technical with what you do, with the understanding and accepted by insurance companies. But basically, almost all the products are standardized. But as you have customers, you try to tailor the products to their particular need. For instance, you have fire insurance, but then you do see the operations of your client and then try to tailor it to meet the requirements of your clients. So basically, they're about the same product. It's the way you handle it with your client, the kind of advice you give to your client that separates your what you offer them from what other insurance brokers might be offering them. What makes you stand out from the crowd is the kind of service and acceptance of your service by your client. If you service your client diligently, then they have no reason to look for anywhere else for the service. So it's more like partnering with them. We're ahead of what they're doing. They expand their operations. We're there to let them know that what they had prior might not be sufficient to cover their risk in their new project. So that is how we partner with them. We look at them. We say, are there areas that they don't actually need to have insurance? Not everything requires insurance. Some of them, it might just be about risk assessment of a client, and say that can they retain certain risk? We will not advise them to insure all risk. There are some that they have financial capacity to absorb. So that is how you handle the insurances. There are certain things that certain reasons why you do need to insure. The first is that when you insure and there's a loss, you don't start from ground zero. But ground zero means if you don't have insurance, for instance, if you buy a car and you don't insure it, and the car either involved in an accident or is stolen, you have to replace it from your pocket. Whereas when you have insurance and you have a misfortune of losing either your car, or then insurance company will give you enough to either to replace it, or will give you enough so that you don't have to have too much to replace it. It's very important, and unfortunately we do not see, public doesn't see the wisdom by insurance. But like I said, it's very important that you don't start from ground zero. If you talk to people about insurance, it's not uncommon to hear someone says, Jesus is my insurance. And in doing that, a lot of people do not see the value of insurance. But let me give you an example. I used to tell someone, I said, look, religion and insurance complement each other. Someone dies and the pastor will come to the house, okay? They visit you, they minister to you, and they go home. But your problems are still there. So if, for instance, the head of the household, the husband, let's say the woman that passed on, if he has purchased insurance, somebody else will come and bring you the financial, will take the financial burden off you, because your husband has insured himself by buying life insurance, and the proceeds of the insurance is there, maybe to educate the children or to make living much easier until it can adjust to the fact that the breadwinner is no longer there. So the religion sometimes plays a negative part in this industry. The other thing is that trust. Because what you're doing is you're buying the future. You're not buying today. Okay? You're buying a promise. If you go to a store and buy, say, a stereo, you're taking the stereo from the stores to your house. If I sell insurance to you, the benefit depends on something happening in the future. Okay? So is that future a lot of people do not understand and don't want to waste for. So that impedes understanding of insurance, that affects the industry as a whole.
Great news. First Ally Money Market Fund. Oh yes. Invest in the First Ally Money Market Fund today with as little as 5,000 Naira and enjoy impressive returns on your investments. Our money market funds are managed by trusted investment managers who have vast experience in money market instruments. Visit us today and subscribe to this great opportunity. Offer closes on Wednesday, 6th of May, 2019. First Ally Money Market Fund. Trust us, it pays. The importance of the oil and gas drilling subsector of the Nigerian petroleum industry cannot be understated. Expectedly, the International Association of Drilling Contractors Nigeria, also known as I.A.D.C, was established to interface with government with a view to creating a friendly, conducive, and enabling business environment for operators of drilling business in Nigeria. Worrisome, however, is that in spite of the importance of drilling contractors in Nigeria, industry operators are still faced with challenges. Oti Enaibe is the chairman, International Association of Drilling Contractors Nigeria.
In terms of activities, I will only relate it to the drilling market because the oil industry is driven by the oil price. Nigeria has one of the best crude oil in the world. And so it attracts the best price in the world. As long as the oil price is above $60 a barrel, it has been proven by regulatory authorities from DPR, from NNPC, from the oil producers that our cost per barrel, depending whether it's a matured field or if it's a developing field, range around $10 to $20 a barrel. So as long as the oil price stays at $60 a barrel, the margin, your net profit of it's humongous. It's about $40 a barrel. And so it becomes enabling for for the industry players to continue to want to develop their assets.
This is Aviam Offshore, Nigeria's leading drilling contracting company with an innovative approach to redefining and elevating drilling operations in the Nigerian oil and gas sector to international standards. Aviam Offshore, experts in drilling contracting services, dredging, project management, manpower and recruitment, waste management, and other specialized services. Welcome to Aviam Offshore. Ufoma Imoniuru is the Managing Director of Aviam Offshore.
Drilling is, in a layman's sense, you using an equipment to bore a hole into the subsurface. For example, you procure a brand new rig and everything is working effectively. So if you imbibe that culture of periodic maintenance, you take safety very seriously, you will use that equipment for years. But in a case whereby you take from the company and you don't give back to the company, which is what we suffer most times, a time will come the equipment will break down and you find it very difficult to operate. So local companies that have imbibed that culture of maintaining their equipment, and also one key thing, training of personnel, because the equipment cannot work on their own. You need the equipment to be managed by people. So the people that are managing the equipment, you need to train them periodically. In a case whereby they are not trained periodically, they become even hazards to the equipment because they don't know how to manage the equipment.
OES Energy Services Limited is Nigeria's largest indigenous swamp ring services provider. The company made a bold entry into oil and gas upstream services via OES Energy Services. With the aim of being Nigeria's largest indigenous oilfield service firm, OES has invested over $400 million in the acquisition of 5 oil drilling rigs for use in the Niger Delta. OES Energy Services Limited is positioned to be the preferred integrated upstream oil services firm in Africa that creates value for its stakeholders. Dele Badijo is the Chief Executive Officer, OES Energy Services Limited.
A lot of the drilling contractors are struggling, including OES, in terms of making profits. As I said earlier, the drilling business is capital intensive. Drilling rigs are very expensive to acquire. A swamp rig will cost you anywhere between 70 million and 100 million US dollars, depending on what you are bolting on it. And when you get that kind of asset that have a lifespan of 25 to 30 years, you need to get funding that is also of that magnitude. 100 million, 70 million, that is for low interest rate and long period of payment. Unfortunately, that is not applicable in Nigeria today. What we have is short-term funding at very high interest rates. Interest rate in Nigeria in Naira is anywhere between 22% and 32%. If you get it in dollar, if you are fortunate to be able to get it in dollar, is anywhere between 10 and 12% interest. The margin on the drilling business is not that good for you to be able to borrow money at those rates and hope to make a profit.
We are OES Energy Services Limited, Nigeria's largest indigenous swamp rig services provider. We provide technical and operational expertise across drilling rigs business and have successfully executed several oilfield contracts in Nigeria with excellent results. Over the years, we have delivered to the utmost satisfaction of our clients with our highly trained personnel in Nigeria and other partners across Africa, Europe, Canada, and the United States of America. This is OES Energy Services Limited. And that's a fine place to call it a wrap on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to eomcoms.com and any of our other social portals, as you can see on the screen. Thank you very much, our valued sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.